Big Tigger Morning Show with Jazzy McBee on the People Station. V-103, the ATL's #1 for hip-hop, R&B, and throwbacks. Jazzy, we got a guest. My brother from another's in the building.
Shyne.
Shyne, Mr.
What's
Shyne
going on,
Barrow.
Shyne?
What's up, Shyne?
Good morning. Still the honorable.
The honorable.
Still
The honorable
yes.
Shyne Barrow.
Barrows.
What's up, boss? How you been?
And don't forget the doctor, because I'm getting another doctorate
I know that's right.
while I'm here from Main Seed Christian University.
Okay, nice.
Yeah.
Absolutely.
Nice.
Congratulations.
I know. Good to finally meet you.
Yes, pleasure to meet
For
you too. I
sure.
know you were in Belize
Bel-
a few years ago.
Oh
right?
my gosh, I was in Belize 2023. We went with some people, and he
Yeah.
said Hopkins and Palencia.
Placencia.
Say it again.
Placencia.
Placencia. Oh
But I
my
think you were in
gosh.
Hopkins.
We went to two
you went to
different
both
places. We
of them?
went
Oh,
to
nice.
two different
All right,
places,
all
right?
right, okay.
And it was beautiful. It was the best kept secret.
One of my best places to go.
Oh my gosh.
Yeah. Well, the South is definitely a favorite of mine. I can't say there's any part of Belize that I love more than the other part.
Right.
Probably other than Belize City, because that's where I was born.
Okay.
But I fell in love with every part of Belize, and
Oh my
obviously I'm
gosh.
biased, but Belize is so multi-dimensional. I've never been to a place like it, where you have so many different versions of excellence.
Yes.
So many different things to fall in love with. So you have, for people who love beaches,
Yes.
you have beaches, but then you have beaches in the north, in Ambergris Key and San Pedro. Then you have beaches in the south, in Hopkins and Placencia.
Yes.
Then there are those that might like the rainforest.
Okay.
Right, so
yeah,
and
okay.
I like, the river vibe, the jungle vibe. You got the west, you got Cayo, and then you got further south in Toledo, which is where a lot of our Maya, native and indigenous people are.
I'm coming back,
Right.
brother. I love it there.
I love it there. So I met a guy, right? He was like one of the bartenders or things. So he said he was mixed with like Jamaican, Guatemalan. He was just
Okay.
mixed with all these different things. Beautiful. I was like, this.
He sounded like he was selling you a drink.
No. He wasn't telling
I
me.
can understand if
No,
he
no,
told
not-
you
so-
he was mixed with Belizean and Guatemalan and Honduran. Well, he went way to Jamaica. Those are our brothers.
No. So
Those
he
are our
said
brothers.
he was telling us the history of like
He was
his
talking
mom
Jamaican?
and dad.
What was he?
I don't know what he was
Okay.
talking
He was
about, but
talking
he
about
was,
we have
it was
some-
a bunch of us
He was
at the
talking,
bar.
I want you in my life.
No,
what
he
was
was
we
not.
got some Jamaican Belizeans.
Yeah,
there.
so
indeed.
it was
Listen, beautiful,
interesting.
beautiful country. What happened, bro? You didn't win the election.
Yeah, I mean, that's politics,
Yeah.
The President of the United States right now lost his elections,
Yeah, we were happy about
and
that.
he is now the president. So you
Again.
win and you lose. But I don't want to lament on the negativity, but the election was stolen from me. What happened was, and I guess in the eloquent words of Jamie Foxx, what had happened
What
was
had happened was
they had a attempted coup in my party,
Okay.
in my political organization, and they tried to overthrow me. So you had a group, a minority group of colleagues that got themselves together, held a fake convention,
oh wow.
and appointed their own leader.
Oh, wow.
And so this happened a year ago, October 20th. And from October 20th until March 12th of the elections, they had this leader and this group that was passing themselves off as the actual United Democratic Party and saying that they were the leader and these were their candidates, and they put a candidate to run against me. And they had I think some of the media was complicit, because like the media was calling the person the leader of the UDP
wow.
and calling me the leader of the UDP, and they said it was a 2DP. So you had, it was ridiculous. We're in court right now. I won one court case, and I'm taking the government to court now, because when it came down to it, the government has the elections and boundaries,
Oh, okay.
which designates colors and symbols for the political parties. And they gave us both the same
same.
color, right? So
Wow.
in 2020, I got 900 votes. In 2025, 900 people voted red, but I got the short end of the stick. but I was the official candidate because then in court, May 7th, 2025, the judge said that this person was not the leader of the UDP, and what they did was not a UDP convention.
It's a lot of
Yeah,
confusion.
it was fraud. So then that person was not the candidate, right? So I should have gotten all those votes. So what I'm doing in court right now is I'm taking the government to court because they're the ones that made it official that they should get, everyone should get red.
What vote, right.
If you went there and you said you were UDP, they were going to give you red, and it's supposed to be one candidate per political organization for a particular constituency. So I'm asking the judge right now to either give me all the red votes and make me the area representative, or to have a new elections.
Okay.
Oh my God.
I think that's fair.
Yeah.
That's fair. I was going to ask you,
Yeah.
did you think your past in hip hop had anything to do with it? But now you've explained it.
No, I was doing great. Listen, I was here. I was, all over the United States,
Right.
all over the
United
Caribbean.
Nations.
I was, in the UK meeting with political counterparts. So I never got distracted, and anything that I did relating to hip hop was only to promote Belize. When I
Right.
dropped the flag on the BET stage, even Belizeans that loathe me, got a thing we call in Belize cold seed, where, they just went in a frenzy based on pride
Right.
and nationalism. So it was never anything. I put out the documentary for those who haven't
You
seen
did,
my
yeah.
documentary,
We saw it, yeah, it's
the
fine.
Honorable Shyne on Hulu, all promoting Belize, all putting Belize, in focus of the world. So that wasn't really it. I believe it was all to do with the fraud and the attempted coup.
Okay.
Man, that's a lot
Yeah.
that goes on in the politics. I know you've had the best of both worlds.
Yeah,
being
politics is vicious. Politics is
Yes.
nasty. Somebody asked me, who asked me? Someone asked me, I think I was on The Daily Show.
Okay.
And the gentleman from The Daily Show asked me, what's more difficult?
Yeah.
Hip hop, the streets, or politics? And I said, got to be politics. Politics is vicious.
Really?
In hip hop, I'm a creative, so I could say whatever I want to say, and I could just go ape, and just and then in the streets, obviously you handle things a certain way. I denounce that
street
type
stuff?
of behavior. That's not who I am.
Okay.
I would not encourage it. But at least there are rules of engagement, and you can get things done. Whereas in politics, you can't say what you want to say.
Oh yeah.
And you definitely can't engage in any
Right.
illegal activity. At least that's not the politician that I want to be.
Right.
And so your hands are tied. But what I've done is I've gone to the judiciary.
Okay.
I've made that a hallmark of the way that I resolve any political disputes. I don't
Okay.
take things into my own hands. And, I conduct myself as a statesman. I'd like to be the prime minister of Belize one day.
That'd be
That is
awesome.
still my ambition. But that's up to the people. And whatever they decide, I'll always do what I'm doing now, which is talking about how beautiful Belize is, which is inviting everyone to Belize. I'm about to announce a deal soon. I'm making some serious investments in the tourism industry in Belize with, resorts and condos. You were talking to me about buying a condo.
That is a
I
fact.
won't put your business out there, but definitely coming to Belize. So I'm going to be focused on that. And replenishing my war chest because of the attempted coup, they
Right.
bled all of my resources. So everything that I'm doing now in the private sector give me an opportunity to return to the people, and it all depends on how they feel.
Right.
Democracy is the most perfect thing on planet Earth, the most perfectly imperfect thing, because human beings are imperfect.
Right.
But it's as close to perfection as you get. The people decide.
Right.
So initially I had accepted, the vote of the people because while they were confused, while they were defrauded, they made a decision.
Right.
And I'll go back to them and see what they'll say next time around. And hopefully it's the right decision because they're complaining right now that they don't see the air representative. He's abandoned them. He tricked them, but that's a whole nother story.
Okay.
Wow.
Yeah.
Shyne is our guest this morning with the Big Tigger
Yeah.
Morning Show and Jazzy McBee. So amongst all of what you have going on in doing what you got to do since your hands are untied for a moment, you got the 25th anniversary of the debut album Shyne coming up real fast.
Well, that was September 26th.
That just passed.
Yes. That album came out September 26, 2020. And so 25 years, September 26th. And so on that day, I announced the 25th anniversary tour.
Right.
Which I'm
the tour's coming up soon.
finalizing with Live Nation. All the dates definitely will be coming to Atlanta.
For sure.
But the first date is going to be in New York City.
Okay. So one of the big things in shows here in Atlanta is people bring people out. Who would you love to bring out in Atlanta?
As a special
Definitely
guest.
Usher. I think.
Oh, no, that's right.
I think it's only right. I did Usher Confessions remix.
You did.
That was my first Grammy for an album, being on that album because they released that on the album.
Right.
And so I was in the studio with Jermaine Dupri last night.
Okay.
Respect to Kalani. She was in there working with
Oh,
him
really?
Nice.
on her
Okay.
new album. She visited Belize. That's why I got to give her flowers.
Okay.
So I definitely want to work with her on the new album. But yeah, definitely got to bring out Usher. That was we was talking about that. Respect to my guy Dada. He's a Grammy Award-winning producer that I'm be working with. He just finished working on Cardi B's album, #1 album. Respect to her. But he was asking me before we went over to So Def Studio, how did you do the record with Usher?
Right.
Because I was unfortunately held in captivity wrongfully at the time. And interestingly enough, I was sitting, the verse goes, sitting in my cell, head about to burst. Would it be alive if I didn't shoot first? And literally, I had been sitting in my cell listening to that album, because that's what we do, right? As soon as the album comes out, we have our people order them and send them in cassette tapes. There were no CDs.
Throwback.
Cassette tapes, right? And I kept listening to that one song,
Usher.
the Confession song.
Confession.
The song, Confessions, is a great album, classic album. But the Confession song, I kept listening to that over and over again. And I had made the rap before
Somebody
Mark
even reached
Pitts.
out.
Yeah, Mark Pitts called me. He used to be my manager. He's the president of RCA Urban, I believe now. And I had my phone was still active throughout my incarceration.
Right.
And so I would check my messages every day. Like the yard would be like my office, and I would go to my office and check my phone. And remember, I had to deal with Def Jam.
Right.
And so, I actually had office space. And so Mark hit me, said, "Listen, Jermaine want to talk to you." And so we got on the three-way, and then Jermaine told me about the record. He was like, I want you to, I want you to do your confession about, everything that happened. And I was like, well, I got you.
Genius.
Yeah.
Genius.
So definitely you got to bring Usher out.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
Nice.
I heard a TV series is on the way.
Yeah, so I did the deal with Disney for the documentary, for the bio documentary, as I said, The Honorable Shyne on Hulu, and then I'm gonna do the TV series, the biographical TV series.
Okay.
So hopefully, I think that could be a few seasons, but definitely we got at least 10 episodes there, and we're looking at, a political house of cards slash power slash narcos. Unfortunately, the U.S. State Department designated Belize as one of the narco transshipment hubs. Yeah, so all of the cocaine and heroin goes from Venezuela and Colombia and lands in Belize, and then they ship it out to Mexico, United States.
Oh, wow.
Guatemala,
According to them.
according to,
Okay.
So who would you get to direct it or produce it?
Well, we're going through that, we're going through that right now, but, people like Antoine Fuqua, people that we always thought about, Ryan,
Ryan Coogler.
the gentleman from Wakanda.
Yeah. Ryan Coogler.
Oh, yeah. Yes.
Yeah, there's some great people out there that
That
we
would be
would
dope.
like to work with. It's all about availability.
That'd be dope.
Yeah.
Nice.
So 3 albums on the way. I know
And then
you
we got the motion picture. Don't forget the motion
You got
picture.
a
Don't let me forget
picture.
about the motion picture.
So
You've been busy.
So I'd like to go into the TV series now because my vision, respect to my guy, Steve-O, who's one of my partners. He was the president of Warner Records, but he used to be my intern at Def Jam.
Wow.
He's won like 7 Grammys. He won Grammy for Nipsey Hussle, rest in peace.
Okay.
Beyonce, worked on a gang of projects. He's my partner. As I said, he used to be my intern. He used to be on the street team for Def Jam, and I took him to come and work with me. And Stephen Victor as well. Okay. Another young executive, managed Pusha T. Used to manage Pusha T. Victor and Victor. He did my guy from Brooklyn that passed away. Pop Smoke. That was his artist. He discovered him, put him out, and a bunch of other guys. But that's the most notable one. Rest in peace to Pop Smoke. So he's another partner of mine. Okay. And so when we were coming up with the vision, my position was always that there's a distinct experience in each project. So what you're going to get from a bio documentary is totally distinct from what you'll get from a TV series. And what you'll get from a motion picture is distinct from what you'll get from a TV series. And a memoir is distinct from what you'll get from all of those. I think it's all Shyne, but different experiences of Shyne. So I want to go into the TV series now to give them that scripted series experience. It's different seeing someone actually act out all of these conversations that I'm having. And then I'm going to go into the memoir, and the motion picture will be an adaptation of the memoir.
I see what you're doing. You working.
I say you busy.
I have a vision. And everything happens for a reason. Because being involved in politics, I'm a very ethical person, and my ethics compel me to prioritize my political responsibilities. My term as leader of the United Democratic Party is coming to an end November 30th. And then we'll have an election for a new leadership. And so I'll be free to focus on private sector and what, was my first love, which is the entertainment business, which is music and all of these other things, which helps to, I would say, restore and preserve my legacy, which I think I haven't done the most efficient job over the years because of dealing with so many other of life trials and perils. And then when I got into legislative work, that was my focus, studying policy, studying public sector management, and making sure that I could be the best representative and best leader and best possible prime minister for the people of Belize. And while that is still my agenda, I can focus more on private sector and preserving the legacy, generating revenues from, these ventures in tourism and real estate development, and use all of that, to invest in, politics again, and see if the people will have me come back to be their representative and their leader. And
Shyne is our guest this morning. Yeah. Please believe it. Y'all don't go too far. We got more with Shyne Barrow right after this on the Big Tigger Morning Show with Jazzy McBee on V-103. Big Tigger Morning Show with Jazzy McBee. We're on the People Station V-103, ATL's #1 for hip-hop and R&B. Jazzy Shyne is here.
Shyne is in the building.
I gotta get
honorable.
one of those shirts.
I will make sure you get one of these shirts.
A T-shirt, though, because
it's too hot for this in Belize.
So even though I'm traveling to the States, definitely thanks to the U.S. State Department and the Homeland Security, making sure that I got my work visa.
Absolutely.
Yeah, because, I was here on a diplomatic visa.
Oh, okay.
And after I lost my seat in the House, even though my visa didn't expire and my passport didn't expire, the government was malicious, and they said, "Give me that passport." And so I just hired a lawyer, and I would have gotten my work visa anyway.
Yeah.
We'll definitely get you a Rap City
I
Raised
know.
T-shirt and lots of colors.
But I'm just saying I'm based in Belize, so even though I'm here all the time,
you gonna get it.
I'm in the heat.
How do we get dual citizenship there? Like what? I mean,
Well, I'm definitely a proponent of citizenship by investment.
okay.
But I don't know the current government. When I was leader of the opposition in the House of Representatives,
Okay.
I had discussed the matter with the Prime Minister, and told him that it was something that I supported,
Right.
and he would have bipartisan support on the matter. But he hasn't.
Okay.
He hasn't pursued it. He said that he was in favor of it, but he hasn't pursued it. But definitely, if I were to become Prime Minister, or the government or the party that I supported were to become the administration, it would be something that I would certainly advocate for.
Okay.
Nice.
Shyne's in the building. So, Shyne, we clearly saw what happened. A big trial up in New York City. Your former boss convicted of 2 different counts of the Mann Act. Just sentenced to 5 years. 50 months, if you will. What's your instant reflection on that? Was justice done? Do you feel justice was done?
Were you surprised by it?
What's your reaction to the whole, all of it?
My reaction is I pray for the victims, Cassie. I pray for all of those people, the Jane Does and the different people that testified that they were victimized in some way. And I pray for Diddy, that he is able to atone and be contrite. That would lead to reformation, rehabilitation, and his ultimate redemption. And I think that would be justice. Whether the sentence was appropriate or whether the convictions were appropriate, that is not something that I have consumed myself with, because I have so many other things that I'm dealing with. But I, as I said, pray for the victims first and foremost. We do live in a world where in developed nations there is a judicial system, and it is innocent until proven guilty, and where someone has been acquitted and convicted, you have to respect the rule of law and the decisions that are made by a jury and the judge, and I respect that in this case, as I do throughout my judicial interactions, and I wish everyone the best.
Respect. Now, do you keep in touch with any other Bad Boy artists that were on the label? Do you guys?
Faith.
Oh, Faith. Okay, yeah.
Yeah, I saw Faith last year, as a matter of fact, when I was in New York.
I love her.
Promoting the Honorable Shyne documentary. And I saw her at Brooklyn Chop House. Respect to my guy, Don Pooh.
Good food.
Yeah, I'm going to see him.
Good food.
Well, every time I go to New York, I see him. But we're doing the Brooklyn Chop House in Miami. He's over
Oh,
in the
nice.
Chop House.
Oh,
Yeah,
wow.
that guy's
Good for Don
incredible. Credible entrepreneur, credible music mogul. So for Art Basel. So
nice.
Okay, nice. Yeah.
So I saw Faith. I saw C's. So I stay in touch with C's.
That's my guy.
Text Carl Thomas, right?
Carl Thomas, yeah.
Yeah, here and there. Kiss, of course.
Okay.
DJ
nice.
Khaled.
Okay.
Those are some of the entertainers
That you keep in touch with.
Yeah.
Okay.
Text Nas here and there.
Okay. You stay in touch with some of the people.
Swiss.
Gotta
Swiss.
stay in touch with
I just spoke to him about the new album, The Honorable Shyne.
Okay.
Obviously, Jermaine is going to be producing on the new album.
Yeah.
Honorable Shyne. Nasheem Merrick from the Hitmen.
Okay.
I actually had dinner with him on the anniversary of the Shyne album.
Okay. In September.
He hit me out the blue. Cam, I was on Cam's podcast, Talk with Flea. And he hit me out the blue, Nasheem, and I was like, let's have dinner. And we actually had dinner on the day of the anniversary.
Nice.
Right? So that was, and he produced a Life. He produced a bunch of other hit records for Bad Boy, but he produced a Life, which was the record that sealed my album coming out, because they didn't want to put my album out because they wanted to, throw me under the bus from jump. That was the plan all along. Whether it was the lawyers that devised it, the plan was, just get Shyne out the picture. And God bless Wolf. May his soul rest in peace. You know, Atlanta's his second home. He's the one that fought and, you know, really demanded that Diddy and Bad Boy put out the Shyne album. So the first thing was that I had to have a meeting with Andre Harrell, rest his soul, and, you know, the staff. And so when we had that meeting, the next step was, you know, to listen to music. And I heard The Life. Nasheem says he sent me The Life. I think they played The Life.
Right.
DAT tapes. Back then we had DAT tapes. I don't know if they still do DAT tapes.
I don't think they do DATs anymore.
Yeah. But they played the beat. And that was the first record I recorded. And I think initially they were just going along to get along.
Right.
So it was like Wolf is Big Wolf. And if he says Shyne got to go in the studio and the album got to come out, they're going to at least give the appearance
that everything's
that
going the way it's supposed to go
with that request.
Right.
Thus, I definitely got the opportunity, but when I went into the studio and I recorded The Life, everybody was like, all right, yeah, this is going to be a classic. If it keeps going like this, and that's why I'm so excited to perform the Shyne album, because it's the 25th anniversary tour of the Shyne album.
Right.
So I want to be performing my other classic album, which is Godfather Buried Alive.
Okay.
That's another classic that I love. But obviously, it's like my daughter, Naomi, I love you. Your first child, I don't even want to have any other children at this stage. But she's 8.
Right.
I'm grade 8, going on 18. I think I lost her. She wants to, you know, she wants a shopping spree.
Oh yeah.
Hold on, no, at Sephora.
Oh yeah.
And so her mom is like, Sephora.
At 8.
She's like,
what they do.
She's like, Mom, no, for skincare.
Oh my gosh.
Because Mom's like, what do you need perfume for? She's like, no, skincare. You know, I want to take care of my skin.
That's what they do, Shyne. I'm telling you, it gets worse.
So I can envision, you know, with the consent of Mom, you know, doing one more, but it would have to be a boy. So I would have to do some genetic engineering.